Hey guys, Pop Scrap here. I want to show you on power boards what's good to take off, what's not good to take off. Now, you will have brass. Penny, my dog there, she's playing with wires, scrap wires. But anyway, I want to get talking to you about what's good on boards and what isn't good on boards and what you can pull off. Like, there's a lot of good little bits and pieces on boards. As you can see here, we've little copper motors here, or transformers we scrap, little copper heat sinks, aluminium heat sinks. We have aluminium here. We have bits of copper, bits of brass here and things. So we're going to go through it all now and do it for you bit by bit and show you how you can accumulate lots of copper and brass. So, like this fuse, all you need to do is snip both sides, like so. This is what I do. First of all, you have a bit of brass here already off the fuse. Then, what I always usually do is test everything. They're brass, so these can come off. What the fuse has been on, they're brass. Should pop off handy enough. Now, always wear gloves if you can when you're at this kind of stuff, because you will tear the hands of yourself. So, little bits of brass. Always wear gloves when you're at it, because you will, as I said, you will tear into yourself. Now, you don't have to be too neat with this because it's only scrap. So I'm just fishing here for brass and things. So this should be brass here too. Now this is kind of like micro scrap into the finest, but I like to be taking everything off. These will be brass here, these two little connections. Now if they come off, all do well. But if they don't, leave them on it. You don't want to be spending too much time at it. Now they're two pieces of brass. What I'd be doing for now, looking for here now, is we get the copper here off. Two little pieces of nice copper. Now, it's going to be very hard to take these off straight away off the board. You'd better off just pull them off the board. Now you have your alley, nice clean alley, your MOSFET for copper, and your rubbish as usual. Now, as I said, they're only a power board, so rip what you have to take off. Don't be shy, because you're not. It's hard to explain. You see guys making videos are pure delicate things. Scrap is scrap, guys. At the end of the day, you don't have to be easy with it. Now, take out a couple of screws, a couple of more nice MOSFETs for copper. Get the screws out of them. These screws are hard enough to move out. So two little MOSFETs there for copper again. They're nice MOSFETs for copper recovery. What else have we got here? We have a transformer. Now sometimes these don't come off too good. This one came off handy enough. This transformer. So that's another one. For the pile, another small one here. Now you could sit there and take the copper out of these, but I don't really like this one. I will actually, because it's a decent enough transformer. You can see there for the copper. There's a bit of copper in that, so I will take the copper out of that one. Another aluminium heatsink. Now, sometimes really hold on to this, because it can tear the hand of you sometimes. Now, what's this? Piece of alley and a MOSFET. Copper MOSFET. Now, even you can see here, this will be nitpicking out bits and pieces, but here at the side, the boards of each of the boards, this is brass. Like, it does really, at the end, it adds up to be a lot if you really get into it and tearing the brass off things. Now, what I do, I start testing everything in here too, just to, that steel, get down in here. Now, That's brass. Pull that out. We have IC chip here. Now, you would be very shocked. Like you would, like some of them would be. Some of them are good for gold recovery, and some of them are not. Like you'd be shocked what's what in these boards. So on this board, then all I've left is a big heavy MOSFET here, which I'll take off now. Should come off. I think it's a MOSFET. Looks like one to me. Yeah. These, if they come off, these little transformers. No, they're really tough on the board. That's really more, I get them off now, I will off camera, but that's really on that board what I'm after. Now, to start this one, this is a different type of board completely, is what's big and looks awful to me there is the transformer. We got that off straight away. Sorry, now hit the camera in with my hand. Smaller transformer. We have one here that I'll get the copper off. I'll get the copper off that myself. What else we can get out here? It looks handy. Like you've been missing stuff here. Here we go. We have the fuse for the brass. Now, this is really, really, really small, but like this brass for me. We have the alley that I need to put into the container. I have a small bin. I have a bin now for the alleys, the small bits of alley. So I'll put that in there like that. For me, now there's IC chips and things on the back of that, but don't really want to go into it. For me, that'll be it. On the next one, there's a couple of them here. There's not really much on them. There's bits and pieces like this here now, copper coil. Another copper. This is more the higher value stuff on the board for me. I'd rather be messing with copper and brass than pulling alley and stuff, but there's more weight in the alley than what you get in a power board. Bit of copper on that. We have here on this now, you can see them here again. These are brass. They're like an earthing for the screws for the power board of some sort. Couple of IC chips on it. That's basically it on that board too. Now, this is the ones I like. You always get these on TVs. It's from lovely boards and TVs. And older type. These are good for copper. Bit of copper in them. Now, always get the fuse on them. Always test it too, to be sure that you're not pulling steel off it. What else we got here? We have the transformer. Now, these are looking to me, they're steel, which they are. So, we're trying to get the MOSFETs off this here. One, two. I'm going to pull the MOSFETs off. One off. Two. And the rest of that then is, for me, basically rubbish. Now you can get into that and take alley off that if you want to, but I couldn't be into messing with that, to be honest, which is not really much aluminium for me, to be on that. But you can tear that off and get that piece of alley off it. But yeah, it's talking really, really, really micro scrapping. So you can get the screw, you can get the screwdriver in at them. So pull that to move the alley. 2-piece alley off, handy. We've got the MOSFETs again. Like, it does add up. If you have a lot of boards, it does really add up. These MOSFETs belong over here in the container. And MOSFETs do, generally, if you have a lot of them, or a lot of electrical, it really adds up pretty fast. Nice copper recovery. So basically you're after copper coils and bits of brass, copper recovery transformers and things like that you get on boards. On power boards, sorry, should I say. Now this one didn't come off the way I wanted to come off, but still, very, very little on this to be messing with, to be honest, so I'll go into transformers. So on this now, that's basically what I'm going to take off. Don't really want to go any deeper, or do I? To be honest, I don't. It's really, really not worth. Yeah, there's steel. So yeah, that's another one bad. See what we can get on this one. As I said before, like, it is small, but look at smalls add to big. Like, my viewers, like, you see it out there that you know what I end up with at the end of the year. Like, I'll cash in maybe 3-4 times a year, and you're talking nearly $2 a time. Like, I scrap a lot off camera. I do record a lot, but I don't record as much as I should be. I do scrap a hell of a lot of stuff off camera. So, like all these little pieces of brass here now. I'll show you here. Like, these just come off boards. Usually, this would all go into scrap steel for me if I didn't take it off. Like, there's not much weight to it, but it is still brass. And so that's what makes it for you. Like, it's only small, but like a lot of it adds up very, very fast. Like, I have a good barrel here. I have a big barrel, and that barrel at the end of the year would weigh a ton if I had that filled. Like, little pieces of or copper here now, or I have some more to sort out. Like, this one will probably come out handy enough straight away. Yeah. See, it all adds up, the copper. Pretty nice. Copper is copper at the end of the day, guys. And peace alley. You know, it adds up. Keep building it. Have a goal for the end of the year. Keep scrapping out things. Like, it really does add up. Like, you have a lot of rubbish out things, yes, of course, but it does add up. At the end of the day, what's going to happen is it's going to be sent to China. Don't let nobody think any other difference. It's be sent to China or India to be processed for them to make the profit out of it. Ali, I'd rather, while I have it, make a few bob for it. We have MOSFET. Another one that was smaller again this year now, so, but it's still one for the copper recovery. Transformer. Small missed a bit. Now, like I said, I know they're steel, so basically for me that's that one stripped. So that's them few boards that I've had. Power boards been taken away. I have a lot more to take apart. Power boards. I have a bit of copper here to take apart of these, which is nice. But yeah, power boards I had to sort out and things like that. So when I'm scrapping out bits and pieces like that, I just throw them in here. Or little bits of copper I have to take off. Got one off of straight away. So like, comment, subscribe, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye.